Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show. Remember the Pod Bros Podcast Network. Don't forget to go to podbros.com. Find yourself another podcast you want to listen to. And don't forget to visit our sponsors, Trap and Roll Soap Company and Tape Armor, and find all of our old episodes at bjjshow.com. I'm Rob.
I'm Devon.
And another week in. Well, actually, it's like Tuesday, so, you know, it's not even like the middle of the week yet, so it's like this really shitty tease that there's still a few more days of the work week to go for me.
It's that shitty tease, and it's also December where I feel like the whole month goes slow, and then on top of that, you're like, fuck, it's already 2017. I'm going to have to get another year older pretty soon. Like, it is what it is.
I can't deal with this getting old shit, man. It's fucking with me pretty hard. Like, I thought I was going to be invincible for the rest of my life, and obviously that's not the case.
I'm not physically there yet, I don't think, but I'm definitely like to the point where I'm seeing the not end of the road, but I'm seeing the bench. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still in the game, but I know that like coach is gonna call me out pretty soon and send the other dude in. I'm about to sit down and watch everybody have the fun.
Fuck. That actually is a terrible way to put it. Because if you've ever, you know, like if you've ever been in sports, you know, like a single person, like the pitcher. I mean, the pitcher is very similar to being out there, being like, "Look, you're fucking up. Get on the bench." It's the same thing. Like, look, we'll send you out there, but here's the deal, man. We really need this guy to go out there and grapple this dude. You know, it's just been too much for you, man. Just take me out behind the barn and shoot me at that point. Fuck man.
I know, right? I was gonna be like, coach is like, listen, I know you're a senior, so I'm going to let you play. But we got this sophomore who's a beast. I'm going to have to put him in pretty soon, but I'm going to let you get your reps in. You know?
Yeah, that shit's pretty terrible, too.
It's hurting my soul.
Damn it. Nah, fuck that, dude. Like, I'm gonna keep going. How about that? Let's just keep going.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Yeah, fuck it. You know, just take vitamins.
I'm going to be 27 for the rest of my life.
Damn right. I'll just pause at 32 and we'll call it a day. 32.
There we go.
That's perfect.
32 is still like your prime a little bit, though.
It is, actually. I just need to take more advantage of it. How about
that? This is true.
All right, so, you know, it's a Big Jiu-Jitsu show where all we do is bitch about our age. So let's get right into Jiu-Jitsu talk. I was just reading Reddit, and because, you know, that's where we go for all of our current events in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Fuck the you know, like, whatever other random ass like BJ,
blah 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 weakass.com.
Yeah, BJJ news. I don't even know if that's a fucking site, but pretty much it says this comes from the Strangler BJJ on the BJJ Reddit subreddit. Metamorphs Challenger canceled. I heard a rumor that these events have been canceled again. Fool you once, shame on you. Fool you twice. ... And that's a few hours old. I mean, granted, I was asleep at the time, but it's a rumor. We're going to run with a rumor today. So, I mean, normally people are like, we need something confirmed, but we're just going to go with a rumor today. So, we got...
Yeah, fuck fact-checking today.
Yeah, fuck that journalistic integrity. We're running with a rumor today. So, the rumor is Metamorphs Challenger is canceled. So, they had the big thing again where Halleck was like, you know what, fuck it. Let's get more people for Metamorphs, even though we've had so many fucking problems already. We're gonna hold these tournaments, and they're telling stories about like some places were in really nice gyms. The other one was they're walking down the street, and you just see like this paper sign pointing in a doorway with the address where it is. It just says Metamorphs Challenger. So there's a big discrepancy there. And on top of having problems with what was it, Halleck paying the people who competed in Metamorphs, he also wasn't paying people who worked at the Metamorphs Challenger events either. So I'm kind of, if the rumor, and we're going to emphasize that again so I don't get the shit suit out of me, if the rumor is true, then that doesn't surprise me. I think this might just be the downfall then of Metamorphs. But we've been saying that for a while, haven't we?
This is true. And they've always found a way to jerry-rig it back somehow. But you know what the thing is too? Maybe they just have like people who want them to succeed, so they're getting money thrown at them. Because we see that a lot with startups, right? Like you have all the venture capitalists just throw money at dying businesses just to hope that, you know, they kind of make it, but they don't. They drown. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, What was it? The last Metamoris, he just randomly, because everybody was talking about like, well, he doesn't pay his fighter or his, not fighters, his
There you go
competitor.
too.
And they had this random ass dude come on stage like, oh, this is my the guy who gives me all the money, and it was like, I kind of sat there. I was like, nah, I really doubt that. Grant, did I pay for Metamoris? Absolutely not. Shout out to AJ Argazam for streaming it for free on his Facebook page. So I watched it for free, of course, but no, the guy came out and he was like, yeah, this is my, this guy who gave me all the money. I swear to God, it was just kind of like they walked down, I don't know, like in Venice Beach or like, hey, you look like an old wise man. Would you like to make, I don't know, maybe a couple $100 real quick? Just come up on stage and just kind of agree with what I'm saying. I'm surprised he wasn't like, oh yes, I've put many monies into Metamorphosis. Just gets the name all fucking wrong.
Metamucil.
Yeah. I love the Metamucil grappling challenges. And they're like, no, that isn't what it's called. I'm like, oh, my bad. I can just see that exchange. But I really doubt because we keep going back. It's bad enough that this is a very, small community as it is. And this podcast only really, we try to hit more, but mainly hits for this community. I don't know if anybody, like you said, venture capitalists would be interested and be like, oh, BJJ, absolutely. Let's just, I'm just going to shit money and throw it at them and hopefully, enough sticks to the wall.
Nah, fuck no. I think, honestly, I mean, not to get off topic, but just to use as comparison, I think Eddie Bravo did like an amazing job. Like the Gracies, obviously, they have connections. They know a lot of people as far as like in the fight community.
Yeah.
I would have looked around for them to kind of get like a blueprint, you know what I mean? Because like Eddie Bravo, EBI seems to be doing well. I mean, they're on Fight Pass, that's going to help, but still,
Well, the fact it's on Fight Pass says a lot about it. And, like Metamoris production value stuff, like I'll say this, they can make a fucking great like intro video to the fighters and stuff. But yeah, they didn't, I don't know, like Eddie Bravo was on Fight Pass, like you said. EBI is on Fight Pass. That just already like eclipses anything that Metamoris will do, unless Metamoris gets to that that level, and they're like on the WWE network or whatever the fuck it is. But that's it. Like they have the Fight Pass and exposure, and the rule set's really good. We actually have a winner at the end of matches, not like, well, if I just stall my ass off, even if like the guy's got me mounted and I can't do shit, if I just stall my ass off for 20 minutes, it's a draw. Like the dude was on you for 20 minutes. Maybe from my wrestling background, to me, that's like you're losing. Or maybe just in general, like, if he's on top of you for 20 minutes, you're losing. I'm sorry. Like unless you
No, yeah, you lost.
it's pinning him, man. Come on, dude. Like don't. It was a good victory. He did not submit me. I did not submit him. Therefore, it's a victory for me. Like, no, it's not. If he start punching you in the face, then it's game over.
Yeah, like you would think they would even be like less of an asshole to be like, I'm already getting like smashed. I can't move. I might as well try to get out. And if the guy subs me, at least he gets the money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, but
someone's got to get paid.
Yeah, they get paid, or
right?
They're supposed to. How about that? With Metamoris, they're supposed to. They're supposed to get paid. So yeah, if you're on bottom and like if some dude's mounting me, I'm like, well, if I stall out for 20 minutes, probably not gonna get asked to come back again. But if I fucking try my ass off, and if I get submitted trying my ass off, they might ask me. That's the thing too. Like boring matches, like who's really excited for a repeat of like the Dean Lister Josh Barnett rematch?
Oh.
Like, while granted if I was fighting Dean Lister, I'd try to win by whatever the fuck I can. Same thing with Josh Barnett, but it was not exactly a very interesting match for even grapplers to watch. Like, okay, so he's gonna hold him in scarf hold for fucking 19 minutes and then just try to net crank him at the end, and it worked, obviously.
I like how like EBI compared to like Metamoris. Metamoris, you have like such good competitors that like maybe some of them are hard to submit each other, but EBI, it's almost like they're still beasts. Like those guys in there are beasts, but they are I feel like it's NCAA compared to Abu Dhabi because we haven't seen Buchecha and Galvon and those guys in it yet, right?
Not
so
yet.
We would think like, not yet. So, but eventually they will because they're giving away more money. But I think the fact that these guys are not is like they're up and comers, like as far as like the world championship like perspective or whatever, right? Because
Yeah.
it makes it more exciting. Like when those guys go out there and just try shit and they're like actually trying to finish dudes, like they don't really care about position. They're just jumping on legs and trying to choke each. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
more exciting. Whereas like I don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw an exciting match in Metamoris, like really exciting, like where it was like not exciting for Metamoris, but actually exciting.
You're just like, oh my god. No, I'm like I said, the hype build up. Maybe, maybe the whole like Sakuraba Henzo thing got me real amped up just because I'm a fan of both. And I don't know, dude. Just we can bitch about Metamoris all the time, but something I was thinking about too, and you brought this up before we started recording. Who was it you were saying was real dangerous off their back? They were watching the UFC. Was Demetrius
Oh,
Johnson?
that Demetrius Johnson doing good, but that guy Tim Elliott he had a lot of good. He was doing stupid shit off his back, but in the chain of things, I was like, oh, it's actually really effective because he was piecing things together off the bottom like really, really well.
So has there been? Now this is my downfall. I don't know about this. Has there been any crossover between UFC fighters and the EBI though? Even though they're on Fight Pass.
One really amazing crossover that people forget about, and I think he went to a draw and he lost referee's decision, or maybe by an advantage to Jao Miao, was Joe Soto. That guy's a
Really?
gamer, dude. He's a beast. I forget he's from Northern California. He's like an hour north of where I'm at.
Yeah.
He obviously everyone remembers when he fought TJ Dillashaw on like a week's notice, and he had a really good fight with him until he got finished. He was just out of shape a little bit. But
Yeah.
in the EBI, I think he went all the way to the finals, and I think he lost to that Wolverine guy maybe. I don't know. He made it to the finals. He did really, really well.
Damn, dude. I'll have to check that. See, that's my thing too. Am I gonna have to buy Fight Pass now? I kind of feel scummy buying Fight Pass. I don't know why I feel so scummy
We
buying Fight
passed around the
Pass.
gym.
Oh, you did? Nice.
I didn't buy it. Yeah, see, my friend has it, so I'm probably even scummier because I borrowed his membership.
No, I actually think it's a little better, but it's kind of like the equivalent of the roommates with the Netflix. And everybody goes their separate ways, but everybody still has the same Netflix account, and just
Yeah.
one asshole still stuck paying for it. I'm not calling your friend an ass. I'm just saying like that's my general term for a person. Look, here's the deal. If I call you an asshole, then some asshole's doing it. It's not a bad term. Now, if I call you a fucking asshole, that means that you're an asshole.
Oh yeah, dude. That's how me and my friends are too. It's like yeah, thick skin because like any name in the book could come out of my mouth at any time, or my friends, and like it's never taken that way. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, like I gotta be careful at work too, because I'll do the same thing. Like, yeah, the assholes are out in the office working. They're like, what? I'm like, my guys are in the office working. My bad. But anyways, back to I don't know. Like, why do I feel so scummy about buying Fight Pass? How much is it? This is not going to be a commercial for Fight Pass. I'm seriously just looking it up to see what's going on.
I think it's like $10 a month or something like that,
The
maybe a little bit
fuck?
more.
Are you serious?
I swear. I think it's like 10 a month.
I got to see also if I can get it because like the problem is, like out here I had to call Hulu because Hulu wouldn't even let me access it because I'm in Germany, and what was it? I had to call Hulu. They had to trace I had to give them my IP address, my physical IP address, and they're like, okay, well we see you're on a military base, so we'll open it up for you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Fight Pass month to month $9.90. Oh, that's not bad. $7.99 with a 12-month commitment. I could even purchase it as a gift.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, so does now with the Fight Pass, does that mean that I get all the pay-per-views as well?
No, you do not.
Then
Fuck it, right? Unless you're one of those guys that really loves watching all the UFC prime times and the interviews in between, which I'm not. I only like watching a select few from people that are kind of entertaining.
yeah,
I can't imagine what I would watch on there other than EBI.
yeah. I don't know. Oh, maybe I'll just make. Well, one of my students he has Fight Pass, so I'll just force him to come over and be like, make me watch EBI. Just. I know Brandon's probably listening to this. Brandon, you're gonna come over and I'm gonna watch EBI, and you're paying for it because you already have Fight Pass. Dude, what a shitty coach am I, man? I'm just. This is how my cult. This is how my cult begins. Just
I was gonna say you just pretty much turned into the coach that we're always talking shit about, like that one imaginary in like some random realm where it just like he makes his students do everything.
yeah, that we'll never mention his name on here because he apparently likes suing people too. Look,
Oh,
we can be controversial up to a point, but when it's like
oh yeah.
oh fuck, dude, I can't foot the bill on that.
To be honest, there's a lot of coaches. So like for me, like I know a lot of coaches, not anymore, but I know of a lot of coaches like that. So when I say that, I'm like, I know there's like a few out there that I would never name by name because fuck them, they don't need exposure anyway. But
Yeah, no free advertising. Yeah, there are coaches out there who act like fucking crazy people too. Like never in my life. It's weird. We talked about this last one, didn't we? The cult of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Man, like it's still I'm seeing it more. I guess it's kind of like somebody pointed this out. If you want a car, if you're in the process of buying a car you really want, right? What do you start seeing? You start seeing all the cars, like, the same car, right? So it's kind of like if you just had this giant conversation about like people being ass clown coach, or like ass clowns, or being shitty coaches, or being just like cult ideal, whatever. I can't even fucking talk, but you're gonna see it everywhere. So now I'm seeing like more and more shit just through Facebook, through social media. Just I'm seeing like all these people acting like fucking crazy people over.
It is really weird, right?
Yeah, it's strange, man. Like there's you know what's cool though? The people I really like really really like, have nothing to do with that. I'm not talking.
Yeah,
I'm not talking like little shit about like our academy only wears white uniforms. Like that's traditional. I get that shit.
yeah.
But like you will not talk shit about the gym. I can kind of see that too. But like some weird shit. Like if you're afraid to train with other people, then leave, or will not tolerate crayon shit, whatever the fuck it's called. I
I
can
think
never
that's the
pronounce
weirdest
it.
one, right? When
Yeah,
you can't train with other people, like that's the weirdest one to me.
yeah. Like I have friends who go to other gyms, right? And I travel, so I go to other gyms, and I'm gonna learn something. And then what makes it even worse, like by that definition, I can't get pissed off or upset because when people come to our gym and they're like, "Hey, I'm here visiting. I'm from this gym." I'm not gonna be like, "Fuck you, leave." I did joke with one person. Like, "We're from Gracie, Baja," and I'm like, "Oh, you gotta leave then, because I don't like." Like, really? I'm like, "Nah, get your gi on. Let's go roll." But although I have not seen them back since, so it might be my fault actually. But like this fucking checkmate guy is blah blah blah. But people get really bent out of shape over not being able to train with other people, and I really don't give a shit. There's actually people in our gym, if you know the whole drama of fucking the two different groups on base, that they still go and train with the other group, and I don't give a shit. Like I
Yeah,
really don't care. Like this is a group, as in there's people that are gonna come here. I'm checkmate. Lee is from shit. Team Endurer, I think it is. And, just we got a whole group of people that just come from different teams and we all work together. It's kind of crazy how that actually works out. But to say that I'm not, like, I can't allow my people to train with other people, I'm not going to do that. I don't have all the answers.
Y-
Nobody has all the answers. That's the thing.
yeah. I can't imagine not being friends with somebody because they want to go to another gym and train with their other buddies. Like, it's so weird.
Now, if the coach is an asshole, I'll be like, that coach is an asshole, but you're a grown person. You could probably figure that out, too, if you get out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it could very well be that they're not an asshole to him. Things have changed. But I'm still going to think they're an asshole because I hold grudges. Because I'm petty as fuck.
It's hard not to when you're a human, especially when you're a guy. You know what I mean? Like, what else is funny too? Like that I thought of right now is, we haven't talked about like gym rivalries, like how like
Oh,
even the friendly ones, dude.
yeah.
Like, because this is something that like we've never touched on.
No, not at all. Why the fuck have we not talked about this? So I'll let you lead into it. That's actually a fucking awesome topic. So go ahead, lead us in. What do you got?
So everybody has them in their gyms, right? And like we all personally have like guys that like we either like to train with because they're tough rolls, or where we're just like they're our buddy, but it's like I'm gonna fuck this guy up right now so bad because he might have got me last time or something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's all friendly, it's all good fun. But there are some where like with the new guys that I see, where it's fucking hilarious. Like there's these two dudes that they're both really nice guys outside of the gym. Inside the gym they're cool too, but when they roll with each other, like you legit have to like stop them because they're not gonna tap. They're those the new guys that are like both equal to each other, the new white belts that are
Yeah.
like at the same level and they have really good rolls, but they're just not gonna tap to each other. And like I could like just see it like escalating to where some crazy shit's gonna happen pretty soon.
It's everybody's gonna fall prey to that at some point, whether you're the one who's like fuck that guy or you're just like the victim of it. I remember it wasn't even jujitsu. It was like Muay Thai sparring. I remember I was actually getting the better of this one guy. This is back in North Carolina. I hit him, right? He like grabbed my glove, not like he Batmaned me with like one hand. You know, how Batman catches punches with one hand. I hit him, and he like hugged my arm, grabbed my glove, ripped it off, and threw it across the gym. And the coach is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And his response, "Rob hit me a little too hard." I'm like, fuck, like, you know, people get real fucking crazy. I'm like, I didn't mean to, and still, every time we sparred, it was like a goddamn, you know, the finals of the fucking K1 like 8-man tournament or
Grand
whatever.
Prix.
Yeah, it was. I was like, I don't want to fight this hard. Please stop. Please fucking stop. And then I'm like, fuck it, and it just like went in. I don't want to do this. But no, like the young guys, man. Like it's so even in our gym, right? There was a person, he has not come back, and I'm not going to name any names because it turns out my students caught wind that I do this podcast, so now they listen to it. And that's the thing. I'm not going to be a cult leader and make them listen to my podcast because that's kind of like, let me tell you about, if you want to train here, you got to listen to the podcast. And
You want your next stripe.
Yeah, you got to fucking agree with everything I say. Nah. He came in and everybody, nobody wanted to roll with him after that day because he came in like he had to prove himself. So we had people who, granted, it was like their fucking third class. And I look over and the dude's got one of the students like on the ground. She's on her back, you know, she's crying a little bit. I'm like, what happened? He's like, you know, he caught me real hard. I'm like, you know, it happens. It really happens because, you know, I've, you know, been caught in the throat with a forearm and it fucking hurts. And, you know, it's scary if you've never like done jujitsu where it's just like, oh, I got elbow in the nose, whatever, it's fine. So I'm like, I'll just roll this guy. I'll let him take my back and see what he does. And I let him take my back and he fucking tries to Steven Seagal me. He grabs my chin and like pulls my head as hard as he can, trying to. My neck was pretty fucked up for that next week, but I was like, all right, time to teach him a lesson. And me and some of the other like experienced guys just beat the fuck out of him because is that bad? Yeah, maybe, but he had to learn. Like, you have to learn. It's not, you know, you can have friendly rivalries like you're talking about, but if you're going in there to try to prove how badass you are, then it's time to reevaluate why you're there. But
Dude,
no,
like, yeah, like, whenever, like, there's new guys that come in and they're always, like, they have experience, we always, like, and we're never, like, no one at the gym is ever the type of, like, meathead where we're just, like, fuck this guy, I'm gonna fuck this guy up just for the
yeah,
sake of it. But, like, if there's, like, a group of us, like, me and my brother and then my friend Michael, and, like, whenever someone comes in, if they're rude to, like, any of us, it's like we already have the lineup ready where it's like we just decide who's gonna go 1, 2, and 3 on them. We just put them through the ringer. And we're always like betting like, all right, who wants to go first because we want to fuck this person up when they're fresh, so they don't have an excuse.
oh, absolutely. Now the thing is there like some unwritten rule at your place too that like if somebody visits from a gym, now I don't know what gyms are rival to our gym. I really don't. I have no like idea. Andre laughed at me because I showed up with a Team Alliance shirt on to the gym. He's like, "Oh, we don't like those guys." I'm like, "Are we at war with them or something?" I have no idea. Like, it's just a nice shirt that the guys at El Paso Jiu Jitsu gave me. It was very nice. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, is that cool or what? But it's like, but some places I know I've like walked in. They're like, "Oh, checkmate guy." I'm like, "Yep." And I swear to God, it's like they're trying to kill me. Like, why is that? I don't know if does that happen at your gym? Because like I try to nip that shit in the bud as soon as like it happens at our gym, but it doesn't happen at our gym.
It's more of like an unsaid thing. Like, so like it's funny that you said about checkmate because my buddy Dave used to be the head grappling coach at AKA, right, for like Kane and all those dudes.
Yeah.
And when he left and he started his own gym in San Jose, the same city basically. Leo Vieira from Checkmat came in, and they're Checkmat now. So a lot of those guys had trained with Dave, and I had trained, and me and my family with them when we were like when they were still Gorilla for the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
So everybody in California knows each other, and like whenever we see Checkmat guys at the tournaments, and we're like, oh yeah, it's all nice, but then it is kind of like there is like some underlying form of competition. So at the gyms, when people stop by for open mat like that, it is like that a little bit. It's like fun, friendly competition, but you are just like, yeah, I'm not trying to fuck this guy up right now.
As a checkmate guy, I have to hate you now. I'm sorry. Like, no, the only time I've really like flew the banner for the team, like outside of just like our fighters in the gym, is always my Ronda Rousey Cyborg, conversation. Like, well, I have to pull for Cyborg because she's better, and we're part of Shootbox. So I'm sorry you're not. It's okay, but no, that is actually really interesting because I do know we know Leo and the Vieira brothers and. Like, what's funny, too, is, like, I've never met Dave, and but he did a lot in North Carolina. I've always wanted to go to one of his seminars, but, like, I do kind of find that interesting, and it's just weird. Like, some of the other ones, like, what are some of these rivalries over, honestly? Just because they're a different team? Is that really
Stupid,
it?
stupid bullshit. People leaving. You left our fucking team. You left the gang.
You betrayed us, and you betrayed our trust. Like, maybe it's because y'all weren't paying me enough. How about that?
Right?
Like you can only
Seriously.
imagine. Like people have reasons. It's not because somebody sits there and is like, you know what? There's not enough. Like, I enjoy my life, right? And I think of it like a samurai movie. There's not enough evil ninjas in this, so I'm gonna leave and become the evil ninja or whatever. Like it's nobody ever thinks that. Nobody's like, you know what? Fuck these guys. I'm leaving. Like I just want to be an asshole. Like it. I really doubt those are ever the reasons. But it's always like I'd like to think it's good reasons. Like, maybe I need to make more money. There's a better opportunity over here. I can go create my own empire, and that's like those are feasible reasons. I really can't think of anybody who started a team that was like right over like just what, fuck the Gracies. I'm gonna go start my own shit. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really ever happened. Like
No, I think just naturally as a grown man, you're probably going to be like, yeah, I kind of want to do my own thing eventually. Like, this is cool. I want to be able to have this team of mine and teach people. Like, you know?
yeah, it's well if nobody everybody says they want to kind of do their own thing. Nobody really ever takes a step. So why do people take that rivalry aspect or whatever and just kind of I don't know shit all over like what somebody's doing like that? Wow,
I
that
think,
might have maybe may or may not have made sense. I don't know.
no, it made complete sense. You had said something earlier too, and made reference to a couple other times in other episodes about like people just being insecure and they don't want people to be better than them. And I think that's what they get really. That it has to be the underlying reason for it. They're not just like if they thought you were gonna not do good, they wouldn't say fuck you. You know,
Yeah,
they kind of just think like, oh well, maybe it's not a competition thing, but they just feel a little insecure where they're like, I don't know, maybe they see positives in like you as like a student or whatever, and they're just like, well, fuck, like I don't know, it's weird. People just don't like seeing other people succeed. That's basically what I'm getting at, which is
haters,
really odd.
haters, fucking everywhere.
For real.
Uh, I've been saying
It's the
haters.
truth
I've been
though.
saying haters a lot more, maybe unironically even. I don't know. It's starting to concern me. I'm gonna start because you started me on the whole I fuck with it. Or is it I
Yeah,
fuck with it or I fucks with it? I don't know.
I fuck with it. Some
I
people
fuck.
say fucks with it, but I'm not that hip. I just say I fuck with it.
Okay, yeah, you started me on that, and I'll say that occasionally. It's kind of like I have to say bitchin' every so often just to keep the word
Oh
alive.
yeah.
Man, that was bitchin'. Like it was 93, but no. So yeah, you started. Now I'm saying stuff like that. I'm getting more hip in my old age.
It's coming back, man. The internet, man. The internet and memes will bring everyone to the same generation,
That's right.
basically.
And I just say haters now, and I listen to Taylor Swift, and she tells me what to do with haters. I just brush them off or shake it off. Fuck, I'm awful. At this. I'm fucking awful at all of this. Hello, fellow kids. No, I
You know what
see.
I wanted to say earlier, dude? I was thinking too, because when we were talking about the rivalry thing real quick,
Yeah.
or just mainly just about rolling in general, when a new guy comes to the gym, like, do you roll hella hard with them? Because I've gotten to the point now where like when a new guy comes in, I just go like tournament speed with them because before when I used to try and like not I wasn't going 50% on people sometimes because I thought that they weren't good enough. I was just going on it to be like respectful when I was like a
Yeah.
white blue belt. But then you almost have to try to kick the other guy's ass.
Yeah.
Otherwise he gets annoyed.
Um, it depends. It really does. So like from another gym, if I get like a white or a blue belt, I'll start on my butt and I'll pull guard. I know that goes against everything I've ever said on this show, but we're starting from knees. I'm just gonna sit on my butt and we're gonna go from there. If you're a purple belt, I'm trying to give you the business. Like we had a purple belt visit, he got the business like straight up, and I was like, no chance for this guy. Fuck that, because I don't want my like maybe it is kind of a pride thing. Like my guy, the guy was visiting for like a few days. He's a purple belt. I was like, I got all my white belts just on the mat. I'm like, nah, Dad can't lose in front of his kids. Fuck this. So I took it to him like, oh man, but if it's like if it's especially a white belt, I'm not gonna be like, well, you fucked up by coming in today. I want them to understand that actually this is a place where you can, you can be accepted and everybody's gonna try to roll with you and be nice with you and shit. But if you're a purple belt, I'm sorry. If you're like my rank or higher, I am gonna try my damnedest for you, and not in a disrespectful way. I'm gonna try to give you a match.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like as a purple belt too, you should kind of understand if a purple belt shows up to your academy, you're gonna roll with a purple belt. You don't skip him and go with a blue belt. That's another jab at somebody in this area. I'm not gonna say who.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't be scared, homie. Don't be scared. It might have ended badly for you, anyways. But and it's nobody I've ever faced before, so I'll get that out of the way too. Who's listening? Yeah. So I don't know. People.
I do the same thing. When I roll with white belts that come in, I don't go hard on them or nothing like that. Same thing with the blue belts. But I think those guys I kind of adjust to their level too, because I know I'm not gonna like hurt them or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was gonna say I'd like to think a no stripe blue belt I can kind of keep at bay for like a while, probably even up to like I'm feeling pretty good at even 3 stripes, but once you start getting that 4 stripe purple, I'm like, all right, fuck it, I might actually have to do tournament game. But yeah, that's the thing. Like the good thing I do like about my gym or my group as well is that there has been no issues with like I've never had an argument on the mat at all, and that like makes me so happy because everybody's there trying to help each other out. Everybody's rolling hard. Even like if shit gets real crazy, like I've seen like last night I had some wild matches going on the mat, and even at the end they're like laughing about it, and I'm seeing shit like fucking back takes and people accidentally headbutting each other, and I got hit in the nose. It was great, and everyone's like, it was a great time. Like outstanding. That's the type of shit I want to say. Word. So before we head out, let's go ahead and that's a really good positive note we can end it on. Is there anything you want to get or say to our loyal and awesome listeners? I haven't called them awesome in a while, so I'm going to call them awesome.
I know, right? You guys are fucking awesome. Guys, you already know. Go subscribe to my YouTube, my Twitter, my Instagram, basically all that shit. I am Symphony. I'm not going to repeat it. Mackenzie Dern, shout out to you and all of your exposure lately. I see you getting bigger in not just the jiu-jitsu circuit, but the MMA circuit, so shout out to you. Hopefully we meet someday.
Maybe one day. We'll keep trying, man. Always go back to the creepy guy. I know. All right, that's right. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show. Remember the Pod Bros Podcast Network. Don't forget to go to podbros.com and find yourself another podcast you want to listen to. And don't forget to visit our sponsors, Trap and Roll Soap Company, as well as Tape Armor, and check out all of our old episodes on bjjshow.com. I swear to God I know that address. I'm Rob.
I'm Devon.
We'll catch you guys next time.